Hey guys, welcome back. We had a good day in the market. August 15th, Friday. Hope you had a good week. I'm going to review the 0-day options today. I took on SPY for the small account challenge. Fridays are usually trap days, and the last couple Fridays have been pretty good, I feel like. Today was more of a typical Friday. There were some trades in there, but didn't have any continuation. Structure just never continued on in any direction. But not to say there weren't some trades. We're going to review them. Here's the 30-minute chart on SPY day tradings on YouTube. This is Eric's 30-minute chart. So we got the 5-day below us, just still building liquidity. A ton of liquidity here now. We'll see what it wants to do with it next week, because it probably will break out of it one way or the other, this wedge. I'm still like doing weird sickness stuff. Now my throat's kind of sore. Oof, crazy. I traded this morning, but I kind of had something I want to go do around the middle of the day, and I try not to let it get in my head, but I did. I was rushing it a little bit this morning, trying to get some trades in, trying to just get my profit in and be done. So I was being a little more aggressive with trades I maybe wouldn't normally take, and it kind of bit me, especially because it's a Friday, and yeah, just a lot of liquidity. First trade, so I identified this purple. Kind of had a couple different ways. This white one I didn't pick up till way later, which is much flatter. This was the main one that I got this morning and then sold off. And the steeper white, which I had here, this could have been a trade right here, just a breakout trade. If it's selling in a less aggressive channel and then breaks out, and take it and just use that liquidity that it built as your stop. But I just wasn't mentally prepared to take that trade, so I didn't catch that one. Came down. I got gold right here setting up for potential liquidity here, and then let's see this one. Oh yeah, that was later. I put that one in. So complete the inverse. Oh, it did have a big red volatile candle in here, and then complete the inverse cup. Let me see where I take this first trade. So 1028, I got a call. Okay, this was a mutual. This is a retracement trade, mutual interest on me, whatever you want to call it. Basically. So we're grinding down to the purple. Okay, yeah, so I did have this one at that point. Yeah. Or no, it was the gold. The gold was, no, it wasn't. It was this one. Where is this one? I didn't even keep doing that one. Yeah, okay. So it was this one. It was right here. I completed the inverse cup. I mean, not quite. This was a news candle, this wick, but I kind of consider that. But regardless, I wanted a retracement back up to VWAP or top of this purple, and it bounced not right on it, but real close to my support here. So, but the bounce was crazy. It was one huge green candle, and I was like, didn't want to just jump in on it while the candle was building. So I think it until there. I think, yeah, actually the next one at the bottom of it. Got a call there, trying to get a retracement. You've got a shoulder ahead. Problem with these trades is it's not like a breakout trade, or necessarily, yeah, I mean, you're in a wedge, and the problem with this one specifically was that this candle was so large it put us almost into the middle of this wedge. So if I got it right at the support, it would have been a fine trade, but didn't work like that. So first trade was red, 33 cents to 25, and I closed this one. Yeah, I sat through all of this because I was like, well, then I'll let it stop on this. Come all the way up here. It was a little bit green at one point, but I'm not just, yeah, I had profit targets and never made it. I closed on this candle. I think because it broke this gold. Yeah, I closed down here. So that was a pretty big L for the first one. Kind of a bummer. And then I noticed this was being resistance, and so we're building kind of this triangle wedge right here. And that's after actually later. Let's see. I put this white support here as much. So this if this is legitimate, this is bullish. I believe bulls building liquidity when you're trending in such an unaggressive channel, just very controlled. And so I was somewhat bullish because of that, but that doesn't mean it couldn't create an inverse head and bounce off a 5-day. But yeah, so next trade was, but not trying to have a bias because you can trade anyway. 10.59, I got a put. Was this after? No, it wasn't. Okay. Okay. So just like it happened up here, a breakdown of liquidity. That was the theory on this trade. I didn't have this bottom white line. Didn't have this one just because those were wicks. I shot it like that. So this one broke down, broke the bottom of this liquidity channel, white one, and then it came back up and was retesting on this green. Had a little increased volume. Now later, then I put that white, that lower white. Excuse me. And yeah, so this didn't retest and it came back through, and it was just, I don't know, maybe my lines were off a little bit, or it just was messing around down there. Yeah, so it was close. It was that area. I didn't have it on this wick before, and I guess I should have. I don't know. Again, not a trade I'd normally take. I mean, sometimes I do. Since it happened earlier in the day and I missed it, I was like, all right, I'll just take it if it happens again. So that was my thinking on that. Same with the mutual interest trade. That's not one I'm always gunning for. They do work. It's just you have to have the right setup. So both those were L's, unfortunately. That was 52 cents to 47. Ah, my tongue is sore. That's so annoying. And then this next trade was the icing on the annoying. Well, it wasn't annoying. My tongue is annoying. Trading was not annoying. This was frustrating though. 11:14, I got a call. Okay, yeah, so I liked this trade. This was a good trade. It was a retracement trade. It was a zombie trade. Right here. That green candle. It broke the purple. This that had been acting as resistance. It bounced, I mean, sort of. This showed a support. It basically broke out of that wedge. Little cheese wedge. And so I'm trying to catch it for purple or VWAP. It rallies up. It just doesn't, my fill wasn't great. I guess I didn't get on this red candle, which would have been nicer, but it's a tight little range. Let me see what I do here. Yeah, so I didn't take any profits on this. I think it was up like 10%, and I'm not trying to trade just percentages, but I guess this candle came with volume and was really spiky, and I'm like, I just felt like it was going to make it all the way there. But at any rate, I was like, all right, well, I've got the red drawn here. Breaks that, I'll just take what profit I have left and just call it on that trade, because it was still successful, just wasn't a big trade, which is fine. Sometimes you just have to be content with the scalps. So it came down and then it broke this, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. So on that candle, it was still green, the trade. I bought it for 44 cents, and then my next order on here is 45 cents, and it was another buy. I had queued up another buy, and I didn't change out to make it a sell. I think I was thinking, if it retests down here, I'm gonna get another one in that same box I had open. So I clicked buy again on this candle, like right here when it was still green. I was trying to sell the contract green, and it just flushed down, and I'm like, glance over at my brokerage. I'm like, what? There's still a position, and then there's two of them. I'm like, oh, I kind of wanted to hold it because I'm like, maybe it'll bounce in this purple, and then I was like, I should just stop. This is dumb. Don't hold and hope. So happy I just closed out of it, but it did suck because bought into just a nasty candle. So 44, then 45 was my buys, and then I sold them both for 35. So that sucked. And then I was just like, then I went to do my thing at the middle of the day. I was like, just leave it alone. That was just an error on my part. Today could have been pretty mellow, red day, or even break even, or even a little green. Based on the price action, maybe just break even. But it was that. And then I came back, and at 107, so it did end up making that nice inverse head off of 5-day, grabbing this shoulder, but middle of the day, low liquidity, doing its thing. Not gonna have a continuation on a Friday sometimes, but potential trades in here for sure. You could have even just bought on 5-day and had that as your stop. Could have bought when it broke back into the white. Bought back on a retest down here where it, you know, you're looking at that. Looks like there's actually another one here. Oh, that's white actually, I think. Yeah, something like that. Could have bought in here, kind of this inverse head and shoulder, and then starts grinding up gold with gold as your stop. Anyways, I wasn't here for this, which is fine. This isn't my happy place of trading. But when I did arrive, I happened to arrive right around here, where if it's breaking this white, I'm liking it. And it also, it had just completed this cup. It made the inverse head. We've got shoulders, has a 5-day as a support for the bounce on the shoulder or the head. Given we're still bearish, it's still in a downtrend, so this could be a bear flag, but yeah, this is, especially if it breaks this white, I'm like, all right, there's some upside here potentially. So at 107, yeah, I wasn't right here, so it was like right at the line, but I kind of just, so I had no buying power left pretty much. I bought 12-cent contracts, so these were kind of a YOLO, not YOLO, but you know, just a gamble. Because I'm thinking I'll just buy these. I'll set an alert up here and I'll just close them if it gets here. And yeah, I thought it probably could, but yeah, then I was on the big account and I was trading that, and actually had some nice trades on it. So my idea here was right. I just didn't wait for this structure, which ended up happening. This little inverse head came down, came up, grabbed the shoulder right here, and I actually got a nice little trade on here on the big account. Not being greedy, not trying to hold for something big. Bought in on this candle, and then this move up here was, oh, I think on the big account I didn't take profit here, so I was being greedy on that one. Because at this point these were up 20%, I think, from here, because this was a lot of slippage getting there to there. It was 20%, and I think I waited through and then did a break even stop on them, and it stopped me out in here somewhere. Again, I wanted, what did I want on that one? Oh, I was looking for gold, like top this gold, but yeah, at that point, yeah, I guess it was resisting this gold right here. Or different color golds? I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, it got close enough to that gold though. I should have taken at least one off the table. Didn't, stopped out there. I'm like, oh man, this still looks bullish because we've got cup, we've got this handle now, we've got another cup it just made, and now it's kind of making another handle. So it stopped me out. I'm like, well, I'm still gonna look for calls. So I did on the break of this. Then I got another call, even though the structure isn't nice. And this time I wasn't greedy. I sold one here, and then sold the next one after it broke that red. So that was a nice little scalp. And so yeah, I was green on the big account. And then I don't know if I did it anymore. I maybe did it here and had a break even stop and stopped out. It's just, there wasn't making any structure, just a big wedge still with this top line and this bottom. And yeah, and then about here, about 3 o'clock, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot I had that other contract on the small account. I wanted to kind of forget about it, but I didn't want to actually forget about it. So there's the trades today. It's kind of an ugly red day. It's nothing I can't make back in a day, but average daily P&L is not enough to make that back. So it would have to be a above average day, but that doesn't mean I can't do it pretty easily. Anyways, those are the trades. Red day, unfortunately, on this Friday, and then ended off with that last 12-cent to 2-cent contract that I forgot about. Yeah, typical. I haven't done that in a long time, actually. But a mistake I made earlier. I was glad I had something else to go do after that, because that was annoying. And it's nice to run out of buying power. And I'm kind of happy I didn't revenge trade on the big account, because I very well could have, and I almost started slipping into that, and I'm like, nope. The trades I was doing were working. I just got greedy on that one, and so I didn't make money, but I didn't lose any. And then the next one, I immediately eradicated it, and took profit on it and was content with the scalp. As a resistance here, breaking this purple, cups and handles, and yeah. So that's what I got. Hope you guys had a better Friday than I did, but you know, I'm not too bummed. It's not a big deal. We'll make it back. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Monday, sticks around. See you on Monday. Take a nice rest this weekend. Peace out.